Ooh, the Nintendo Switch. That conference was something. I think we're going to see a lot more of that style of the companies just doing it themselves and not revealing everything at E3. A lot of companies are pulling out of E3 as it is. It's just not cost effective. They're blowing so many millions just to put on a show at E3 when they could do it in their own time, their own way. I just want to give my quick thoughts about the conference, about Nintendo Switch. For starters, not a terrible name. I mean, I still think Wii is absurd. That's such a weird name. People kept saying, oh, you'll get used to it, it'll grow on you. Never really did. A little, not a ton. Switch is cool. Yo, are you bringing your Switch? Let's play some Switch. 1-2 Switch. My thing about the Nintendo Switch is that I'm primarily going to be using it on the road. And by on the road, I mean anywhere but a TV. Like, I can't see myself ever even plugging it in. I want to sit in my bed and play some Zelda. However, the battery life is, 2.5 hours to 6 hours? Like, that's... you're probably going to be getting 2 to 3 hours. This kind of puts a hindrance on it as a travel device. That being said, if I can just plug it in somewhere, like on a plane, that's rad. I'll probably take it with me, to be honest. I already bring an Xbox controller to play games on my PC, on my laptop. It's relatively fairly priced, $299 USD. Now, I'm a Canadian, so that unfortunately bumps it up by $100. It's $399 Canadian, which seems more like a normal console, which makes it a little harder to jump the gun on that. $300, nothing, but $400 sounds like a lot more than $300. Our dollar is not great right now. Whether or not to pre-order, the fact that it's launching with a Zelda game is huge. Honestly, the only reason I want to pre-order this is Breath of the Wild. It looks awesome. I like the emotion, I like the voice acting and stuff, and Zelda games are just generally pretty damn good. Later down the line, we're going to be getting Mario GTA Edition, in which everyone in the world is normal looking but Mario. This throws every idea I have about Mario topsy-turvy. I thought we were in some crazy cartoony cutesy land. There are people in that trailer. Mario is very small and strange. No one thinks twice. That's just how he is. That's just Mario. Looks sick though. I mean, I'm about ready to play another sweet Mario game. But Zelda Breath of the Wild, looks good. Now there's a lot of gimmicky games shown, like that whole 1-2 Switch thing. You're gonna get a lot of that. Nintendo, for the past 16 years, has just been all about gimmicks. And the Switch, it combines all of these gimmicks. It is a gimmick machine. That's not inherently a bad thing. Nintendo just likes throwing dart ideas at a board and just picking all of them. Even if they hit a wall beside it, they're still going to take that. So we're going to get a bunch of games where, for instance, the gun one, where you just point at the other guy and shoot. How that works, I'm not entirely sure. What weirded me out was the whole shaking the glass thing. Now, the one part where the dude was holding the Joycon and he shook it and he said he could feel the different ice cubes in the glass. It was kind of cheesy. It was kind of weird. I can't imagine the tech will be that accurate, the HD tech. We can't just throw HD on everything. It's just like people are starting to throw 4K on everything, irrelevant to how many pixels this device has. I can see the implementation of that style being kind of cool. How accurate that is remains to be felt. There's some pretty cool stuff you can do with Rumble. If you've ever used a steering wheel device before, you'll feel that. The Xbox One controllers are kind of cool, actually, in terms of the trigger feedback. So it remains to be seen how cool it... if those are really awesome, then it's sweet. But people probably won't even implement it that much, to be honest. You gotta remember, it's up to the studios to actually make use of these features. I think all these Joy-Con specific games are going to be really limited. So for starters, you have a left Joy-Con and a right Joy-Con. One player has to use a middle thumbstick, and one player has to use middle buttons. I think the middle thumbstick is a little more awkward. Which one's going to be preferred? Is there going to be an argument over Joy-Con L or Joy-Con R because one feels wonky? Nintendo always wins because of their games. That's something they'll always hold. They got Pokemon, they got Mario, they got Zelda. You're forced to buy these consoles, essentially, if you want to play these games. Well, it's good for them. They make amazing games. Those IPs are legendary. They're always good. You then get Splatoon, which actually I've never played. So I'm going to be honest right here. I didn't play Wii U. I had a Wii. I played my DS a lot, but I kind of fell off. I couldn't buy into the Wii U. I didn't like the idea of it. It wasn't worth it for the games that were available for it. But I'm finally, after all this time, I think I'm ready to jump back in. If not only just to lie in my bed and game. And I'm curious, let me know in the comments below how you think it'll be most used. I just can't see myself plugging in to a screen, especially with the controller as it is. You can buy different controllers, but man, the peripherals are exorbitantly priced, as well as Skyrim being, as far as I'm aware, full price. You know, an unmodded Skyrim. Sure, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna buy it. But apparently Splatoon is pretty rad, so that's nothing. Splatoon 2, which they missed an opportunity to call it Splatoon. Maybe not. It's okay. The presentation for that was awful, though. The awkward scientist guy pretending he was in the squid world and doing a weird dab thing. What is that? What is that? What are you doing? Actually, it's kind of sick. You know, that was tight. That was freaking tight, bro. In conclusion, if you want to pre-order this, I would highly consider maybe waiting to see what they have to unveil at E3, to see other titles, see what's going down. I mean, the one special version that you could get, you know, the red and blue, I don't know how long that'll be around. I want more cool versions. Like, I want like a gold one, a Zelda one, something like that. Like, that would make me want to double down, to be honest. I'm surprised they haven't done that, unless they're just waiting. But unless you really want to play Zelda Breath of the Wild, I would not pre-order this. Not yet. Not just yet. As is tradition with Nintendo hardware, you might just be stuck playing one game for a long time. What am I saying? I'm probably going to pre-order this thing. Zelda! Am I right? Leave your comments below if you're getting a Nintendo Switch, if you're pre-ordered, if you're going to pre-order, what game you're most looking forward to. Discourse on the internet. It's a beautiful thing. Also, subscribe, bell up, hit the bell button. You won't miss things as I continue to make a fool of myself on the internet and lose all my money to products I don't need. I need it. I need it.